Before we proceed, let's start the proceedings with a moment of silence and self-reflection. Thank you. Thank you. Members, once again, welcome to the Standing Committee meeting on Health and Wellness for this Monday, the 27th of November, via Teams. I would like to ask the members to introduce themselves for the record. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, officials. Dan Plato, thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, everyone. Christopher Fry, thank you.
Good morning, Chair and everyone. Rachel van Voorgang.
Good morning, members. Ms. Jamche, any apologies?
Morning, members. Morning, Chair. No apologies, Chair.
Thank you. Then we will proceed. Members, the purpose of this meeting is the consideration and deliberation on the final mandate of the National Health Insurance Bill, Bill 11B 219/2019 of the NCOP. I wish to remind you that since the committee negotiating mandate was submitted to the NCOP on Friday, and after the NCOP has finalized its negotiating and final mandate on the bill. So I'm not expecting, or this committee is therefore not expecting to get a response from the NCOP on the matrix that was submitted to the NCOP for consideration. This happened on Friday, and therefore we need to proceed in any event to this final mandate on the NHI bill. I wish to remind you that in principle the committee did not support the bill. However, the ANC did support it, and its minority vote formed part of the committee report that was submitted to the NCOP. What we stand to do now is to decide whether we support or not support the final mandate. And in doing so, I remind members that there's no option for amendments during this final mandate stage. Is there any discussion at this point? I don't see any. Member Windvogel? Member Windvogel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chair, mine is not a discussion on the bill, but I just want to bring the following under your attention, or I need clarity. You mentioned on Friday that there was no response from the NCOP on our request, and it was noted as such. So now, because that is really rude, and if there was no response, so I take it up on myself by asking why. And I received this letters from the NCOP, the chairperson of the NCOP, saying they responded on your request, and they even forwarded the letters. So I just want to make sure, was I read these letters that I say on our group, was it not received by our procedural officer of yourself, because there was a communication between yourself and the chairperson? That was my understanding. I just need clarity, because you noted that there was no response, and you know, so I just need clarity on that.
Member Windvogel, thank you for making those documents available. I can respond in relation to the correspondence we received from Mr. Njadu. I cannot respond in relation to the correspondence received from the chair of the NCOP. If in fact we had received a letter, and according to your correspondence that you forwarded, it's dated the 13th of November, if there had indeed been a response by the chairperson of the NCOP, I would not have written 2 follow-up letters. So, but we will investigate. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. We will investigate, and I will report back to the committee. Is that
Thank
in
you,
order?
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Member Windvogel. Members, I will therefore, for the record now, we will now proceed and we submit the committee final mandate report for adoption. It reads, the Standing Committee on Health and Wellness, having considered the subject of the National Health Insurance Bill, that's Bill B11B of 2019, and in the NCOP, referred to the committee in terms of the Standing Rule 217, recommends that the House confers on the Western Cape's delegation in the National Council of Province the authority to support the bill or to not support the bill or to abstain. I put it to you, members. Can I see Member Fry's hand. Member Fry.
Thank you, Chair. I move that we not support the bill.
Thank you, Member Fry. My apologies, I see I was muted. My apologies, members. I don't know how that happened. Maybe on myself, by myself. Are there any other hands? Member Windvogel?
I'm not sure if we can also use our minority vote, Chair, on the final mandate. So our stand is still the same. We support the bill.
We take note of that. Therefore, the bill is not supported. The minority view of the ANC will be reflected. Members, this bill will actually be discussed during a plenary in the NCOP on Wednesday this week on the 29th. I just want to bring that to your attention. Is there anything else that we need to discuss, members? If there's nothing else to discuss, members, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much for your attendance. Much appreciated. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank
Chair.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
officials.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.